So Samsung refreshed the S lineup this year with the Samsung Galaxy S21, the S21 Plus, and the S21 Ultra. The S21 Ultra is unarguably the best of the bunch, and as an Ultra device, we expect top-notch performance across the board. Now, last week I had a hands-on experience with the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and so in this video I want to share my hands-on review with you guys in 3 different categories. I'll talk about the design, the display, and the camera. So without further ado, let's get it all started. So one word for the design on the S21 Ultra is excellent. As an Ultra device, you expect nothing less. Iconic Gorilla Glass Victus at the front, a stainless steel frame, and Iconic Gorilla Glass Victus at the back. Another thing is that the camera bump on this device is unique. It's not like what we saw on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, but this one actually curves to the frame of the phone, and it's actually made of stainless steel, and it houses 4 cameras with a flash and a laser autofocus. Unlike the S20 Ultra, the S21 Ultra is made of stainless steel, and it makes the device most turgid. And the back is made of frosted glass, Iconic Gorilla Glass Victus. Is actually heavy and very slippery. To be honest, I just love the way the camera bump actually smooths in to the back glass. It looks wonderful. The device is actually very premium. My best color is the Phantom Black. It looks very pleasant. Now, next up is the display. This is actually a 6.8 inch 120Hz WQHD Plus Amoled panel, and it's the first Samsung panel that actually does 120Hz at WQHD. Now, the S20 Ultra did the 120Hz at Full HD, but 60Hz at WQHD, but this does 120Hz at WQHD, which is actually more demanding than even Full HD at 120Hz. The display is wonderful. Samsung is known to be making some of the best displays out there, and the S21 Ultra just follows suit. It has a peak brightness of 1500 nits, which is plenty bright, and the OLED panel is just stunning. Like, it looks really good. Next up is the cameras, and this is what really impressed me the most about the S21 Ultra. It has a 108 megapixels main camera with laser autofocus and OIS. It has a 12 megapixels ultra wide camera with dual pixel face detection autofocus, and it has 2 telephoto lenses. It has a proper 3x optical zoom with OIS and a 10x optical zoom with OIS. And at the front, you have a 40 megapixels selfie camera with EIS, which is dope. Now, the main camera shares so much similarity with the main camera found on the Note 20 Ultra. They take really pleasant stills and really great shots, and since the sensor size is very large, you can take. Now, unlike the S20 Ultra, which had that 120 times space zoom with a 4x optical zoom, this phone actually has 2 telephoto lenses. It has a proper 3x optical zoom, which can also go 30 times hybrid zoom, and a 10x optical zoom, which can go 100 times digital zoom, and both lenses are equipped with OIS. So at such high zoom ranges, the still remains steady and it doesn't like stutters like real bad. Really great portrait shots. And by the way, if you're watching this video, a sub to the channel will be tremendous. And what that also promises is that at such high zoom ranges, the image quality is still very sharp. Now, you can't compare it with like the main camera, but it actually is really good for 10x optical. And this is the very first device that comes to the European market with a 10x optical zoom. The Huawei P40 Pro Plus and the Huawei Mate 40 Pro Plus actually had 10x optical zoom, but they were exclusive for China, so those in the West couldn't get their hands on that device except grey imports or stuff like that. Now, on the video part of things, you can actually do 8K at 30 frames per second, 4K at 60 frames per second, 1080p at up to 480 frames per second, and 720 pixels at 1920 frames per second slow motion. Now, this phone actually has one new feature which is called the director mode, which allows you to shoot videos from 4 out of the 5 cameras on this device. That's the selfie camera, the main camera, the ultra wide, and the 3x optical zoom. Now it doesn't allow you to shoot videos on the 10x optical zoom, which is quite reasonable since you don't really need those 10x zoom images for videos, so 3x is just okay. But weird enough, you can only do 20x hybrid zoom on this phone, which makes me to believe that possibly you're just cropping in from the main camera and not actually using the 3x optical zoom. Another thing that pleased me the most was the selfie camera. It was really good. Like the photos coming out from that 40 megapixel sensor, it's wonderful. They looked really stunning, and you can actually video up to 4K at 60 frames per second from the selfie camera, which was wonderful. Now I didn't want to talk about the performance of this device because I would not be able to do things like a speed test or performance test with this device because it was just on the showroom. But this device comes in 2 variants, the Exynos and the Snapdragon variants. The Exynos goes to the West, the European markets, and other parts, Asia and all those. Then the Snapdragon variant goes to US, China, and South Korea. Whichever model you get are actually real great devices because they are octa-cores and they have the Cortex X1, which provides way better performance than its predecessor. So my take on the S21 Ultra is this is a premium device. I didn't expect anything less, but it actually, should I say, exceeded my expectations, basically on the cameras and the build quality. Like the build quality on the leaks were actually awful. I didn't like them, but in real life the design on the 21 Ultra is just amazing. I just love the back, like the way the camera bump flushes into the back glass and how everything is. The device is truly wonderful. So thanks for watching. I also love to get your thoughts on the S21 Ultra. If you've actually seen, let's say in a showroom, or you actually have held it before, or you own one, you can actually feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. I'll be most pleasured. And if you like this video, kindly click the like button and don't forget to click the subscribe button and toggle on the bell icon to get notified when I drop my next video. It's Ben Adjoko from REVi, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.